Hello, Captains. It is the Doctor. Welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online, free-to-play edition. As I mentioned in the last video, I've changed up the cannon build just a little bit here on this ship. I did not like how much of a delay and cooldown there was using all dual heavy cannons. So what I've done is I've replaced two of them with regular dual cannons. These should fire quicker, faster, and have less of a cooldown. And then I have left one dual heavy up front. So that will give us more phaser damage than these two, but the DPS seems to be the same between them, but the dual heavy definitely gives more phaser damage. And so anyway, we'll leave that there, and we'll see how this works now that we have two duals up front. I would love to have turrets in the back to help me with forward firing, but that's just not an option right now. I don't have the energy credits to afford that. But we will see how that does. I've also added the plasma torpedo up here instead of the quantum, so a bit of a better torpedo. So we will see what that does in this next mission that we have today. This is Taris. The crew chases down rumors that the former Romulan Praetor is still active and searches for proof that she was responsible for the destruction of the Romulan homeworld. How much do you know about the destruction of Romulus, Captain? The initial explosion did not occur in the Romulus system. It was in the Hobus system, which had planets being mined for decalithium. The supernova acted counter to almost all we know about this type of phenomena. The initial explosion converted the mass of the planets it consumed into energy, which then traveled through subspace. Ultimately, the Romulus system was destroyed, and along with it, the Romulan homeworld. Unchecked, the force of this chain reaction detonation could have threatened the entire quadrant. It was Ambassador Spock who sealed the rift by using red matter to create an artificial black hole. Until recently, the cause of the supernova was a mystery. However, the nascent Romulan Republic, our new ally, has shared information with us that Taris, former Praetor of the Romulan Star Empire, may have been responsible for the Hobus supernova. They attempted to apprehend her, but she escaped through an Iconian gateway. Recently, the Romulan Republic has discovered new information that could help us track down Taris. We want you to rendezvous with the RRW Lasset, the new flagship of the Romulan Republic fleet, and provide any assistance you can. Travel to the Hobus system and do those things. You will get a Numiri regenerative shield or other shield options here. And in fact, it looks like a better shield than what we have now, so I guess I could have just waited and used this free shield instead of spending energy credits. Oh well, that's the way it goes, doesn't it? Ah, way up here, Hobus system. So we are on our way, and that's going to take a while. As per usual, I will pause the video until we get to the system, and then I will resume. Welcome back. Here we are, approaching Hobus. So let's begin Taris. Hopefully we'll get to do some space battles here, and we can see how those dual cannons work.
It is a pleasure to be working with you. I heard about how you got your first command. Well done. Not every officer could have stood up to the Borg like you did.
Okay, well, the pleasure is mine.
Agents working for the Romulan Republic have recovered definite proof that Taris, or persons working for Taris, were responsible for the Hobus supernova that destroyed the homeworld. Our agent spoke to Taris. She claimed that she was deceived by Hakiv. But that does not excuse her culpability in the destruction of 2 inhabited worlds and the deaths of millions.
I would say billions.
Our agent tells us that Taris believes her Iconian masters can change the past and restore Romulus. So not only is she a killer, she's insane.
Okay, what do you suggest we do about her?
Taris cannot be allowed to commit even greater crimes in an attempt to fix her mistake. My intelligence officer, Lieutenant Gaius Celan, has intercepted communications that may allow us to locate Taris and finally bring her to justice. I'll let him explain in greater detail.
Very well.
Greetings. I am Lieutenant Gaius Salon of the Romulan Republic. There are certain pleasantries that are customary in these circumstances. However, I'm choosing to skip those. We have much to do. Recently, the Republic intercepted a transmission from a group of remans in the Hobus system. These remans have remained loyal to Taris, the former praetor of the Romulan Star Empire, who was deposed by Sela. While the transmission was not unusual, its origin point was. The Hobus system is under strict quarantine. However, a previous team uncovered a mining facility at one of the planetary fragments. We believe that the Reman loyalists may have returned to this facility to continue their efforts.
Okay, why is it under quarantine?
The Hobus system is the origin point of the supernova and subsequent subspace explosion, which destroyed Romulus and Remus. It is still, as you say, a hot zone. The Remans loyal to Taris are using the quarantine as a cover to resume their operations in the system. The transmission we intercepted was addressed to Commander Aranhu, a Reman who is the captain of Taris' personal guard. He must be the liaison to the forces in the Hobus system.
What do you suggest?
The direct approach. If we confront the forces in the Hobus system, who are in violation of both Federation and Romulan Republic mandates by their very presence there, they will send a call for assistance to Commander Aranhu. Once he arrives, we simply follow him. It is likely that he will lead us back to Taris.
A lot of
sorry
dialogue.
To interrupt, but I've just received emergency orders from Republic Command and must respond. Gaius can transport to your ship and help you complete the mission. We'll return as soon as we can.
A lot of dialogue. Let's just get to this. Okay, this will be acceptable. I want to blow things up. Well, I just want to see how these cannons work. Alright, investigate Hobus system. Approach planetary fragment
I am
Alpha.
detecting some very rare minerals in the system, as well as the presence of protomatter. It is possible that Taris used the materials here to construct her weapon.
This is where I wish I could cloak. Being in the Defiant, you would think you'd be able to. The planetoid's core contains trace signals of protomatter. We should get a sample. Scanners are also picking up some odd readings from some of the icy asteroids near the core. Recommend we investigate them as well. Collect protomatter. Hooray. Scan icy fragments. Can do. Hello, icy fragment. You're looking cold today. Oh, one of these things. It's been a while since I've done one of those. Confirmed, these fragments are decalithium. If we can locate a supply of techosite, that means Taris could have all the ingredients she needed to build the device right in this system. It is still circumstantial evidence unless we can tie it to her directly somehow. Collecting a sample would be crucial. I recommend, sir, that we scan for techosite. Okay, let's do that. Let's collect decalithium sample. Decalithium, techosite. I have a feeling these are all made up names. Defeat Reman Patrol. Rutro, Remans. Good, we can test out our cannons. Cannons, I say. That, and that. Let's see what happens. And that.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
That's better. Oh yeah, that's better. Now, when the dual heavy is on cooldown, and I'm waiting for it, the dual cannons still fire. Oh, that is much better. So I have the benefit of the dual heavy, but I can still have that rapid fire, less delay, and less cooldown with the duals. I like that setup a lot better. I'm going to keep that for right now. It works. I just wish I had turrets in the back. That way they could help me with forward fire. But I can't afford them. Of course, eventually toward endgame, I will have those. I mean, that's the goal. We'll have cannons in the front of them, cannons in the back of them. And we'll do that. Alright, I'm detecting high levels of techosites. Was one of the substances Starfleet believes was used in the creation of the weapon. Okay, so that is what we needed, was the Tekasites. Travel to planetary fragment Gamma.
As I suspected, the materials are all here. Our agent located Taris on planetary fragment Gamma. We should continue our search there.
Indeed we will. Indeed. Yeah, much better with those 2 duels versus having 3 dual heavies right now. I like flinging everybody around inside. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Scanners are detecting some kind of shield covering a large crater on the surface. This system is supposed to be under quarantine, but clearly there's some activity. We should get a scan of the shield. Indeed we should. Remember when you could beam down there and have an adventure? I remember. That was fun. Scan atmospheric shield. Alright, scan shield. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Sir, our scan has triggered automated defense systems. They're hailing us. Ship to cloaking. Answer hail. Blow them up.
Your presence here is a violation of the quarantines established by at least 3 sovereign governments.
So is yours.
Explain your purpose.
What's your excuse?
I serve the Romulan Star Empire and its true leader, Taris. That is the only authorization I require.
That's unfortunate, because we're going to blow you out of the sky.
Ship is under attack.
And, this takes a while for me to buff up, so hold on.
Target's shield has failed.
Yeah, your tractor beam ain't doing crap on me.
The minerals in the planetary fragment will conceal the ship's energy signature. If we hide in the asteroids near it and mask our energy signature, I predict that Aranhu will approach to investigate further and be unable to detect us.
Okay, let's hide amongst the asteroids. If we had a cloak, it would be so much easier. Mask energy signal.
We were attacked by Starfleet saboteurs. They appear to have fled.
Or have we?
Interesting. This is exactly like scenario 2247B. I thought scenario 1849K would be a more likely option. I shall incorporate this data into my modeling projections.
Yeah, you do that.
Nevertheless, we should now be able to follow Aranhu's trail. He should lead us right to Taris.
Okay. Let's follow Aranhu's ship. Oh, Iconia. Sir, Commander Aranhu's trail led here to the Iconia system. This is another system that's off limits to normal traffic, so any activity here is a cause for concern. Recommend we investigate. That large crater looks like a likely place to start. Why? Because it's just a large crater? Why does she say that? Shouldn't it be in orbit somewhere? I guess.
He has most likely cloaked. The technology I used to track him is not localized enough to detect the ship, only follow a general trail.
Hello, crater. I'm going to scan you now. So we're picking up a large shield protecting a structure of some type. This shield is using a modified cloaking device. If I hadn't been scanning for large amounts of tachyon particles, I would have never found it. Riemann ship's decloaking. They're hailing us.
Federation ship. I am Commander Shanclado of the Riemann starship Intraku. Your presence here could be considered an act of war. Leave immediately, or we will open fire.
We have no intention of leaving.
That is unfortunate, Starfleet. Our conflict is not with you. Commander Arahu has charged me with securing this installation at all costs. Praetor Taris must be allowed to complete her work. and you have already seen too much.
Here we go again. Where are you guys?
Ship is
Oh,
under
you're right there, huh?
Target's shields have failed.
Already brought their shields down. Ooh, that would hurt.
Four shields
That
failing.
hurt. That hurt. Oh, crap. Oh, crap, a monkey. How did that happen? Okay, they hit me pretty hard there. I almost had them. But I guess my shields were down and they hit me without my shields. See, even with a high shield capacity. Man, I'll tell you what, if I didn't have that, I would have been dead, I guess, a lot sooner. Where are they? Why are they not on the map? They're hiding. This is not fair. There they are. Let's try this again. I don't know why I keep doing beam overload. It's not gonna help me firing forward here. Oh, they're back to full health. That is unfair. I need more forward firepower. I'm losing because my aft phasers don't fire unless I'm at the right arc for them to fire. Go high yield, go.
Hull integrity below 75%.
No, not again. Alright, oh shoot. Just when I had called in support. Oh man, this is I've got to do some tweaking, I guess, to this build, because I shouldn't be dying from this ship. Should be doing a lot better than that. Especially with an escort. They heal so fast. Oh good, he hasn't healed completely. Oh, now he has. What the heck? What the hey? He's playing unfair. He is totally playing unfair. Now I can't call on Nimbus because I've already wasted it.
Target's shields have failed.
I'm gonna have to do some fancy flying here.
Hull integrity below 75%.
I took the
Finally.
liberty of accessing the intricate systems before it was destroyed. I managed to download the access codes for the planetary shield. I believe we should be able to use them to lower the shield and reach the surface.
Okay. Well, guys, I apologize for my ability
These are
there.
the coordinates for the underground structure we detected. Reading life signs, sir. Multiple Remans and one Romulan. Our quarry could be just ahead.
I should be doing more damage than I'm doing. I think one thing that's hurting me on the ship is obviously I don't have really good tactical consoles here. I've got 3 of them, yes, but they're low, plus 3.8% for phaser damage, so not very good. Now when I fire forward, see, I'm only getting the 1 dual heavy and the two dual cannons. I'm not getting any DPS added from the aft weapons because they're just regular beams. I have to fire from the side. This is the kind of ship you don't really fire from the side. This is the kind of ship where you do a lot of forward firing because it maneuvers well. So I really need turrets back here to add to my forward DPS. That's one thing holding me back. I need turrets to add to my forward DPS. I need something that's 360 degrees. So I need to save up energy credits in the next couple of missions here and integrate turrets when I can. Turrets would help me, and then if I'm able to upgrade these to Mark 8 level to get more phaser damage out of them. That will also help me. So I'm being held back just a little bit because of those things. Okay, investigate facility. Yes, yes. Oh, hell, oh, cutscene.
Starfleet! How did they find us?
They must have followed me, Praetor. I will deal with them.
Oh, you are
No, I
one
need your help at the
ugly
gateway.
face.
Send your guards.
I mean, that is an ugly face, even for a Riemann.
Enemy targets on sensor.
They appear to have been attempting to merge Iconian and Romulan technology, perhaps in an attempt to reactivate the gateway network. We should access that console and attempt to open the door.
Okay. It's like a disco light in here, a disco ball somewhere. Shipping logs? There are logs here of shipments to and from the base in the Hobus system, as well as schematics for several devices that are similar to recovered Iconian technology. According to the data, there are also stores of techosite, nickelithium, and protomatter on this level. These stores have the same quantum signature as the elements you recovered from the Hobus system. You quickly download the data into your tricorder. This could be invaluable if Taris is brought to trial. Ah. It has been decades, and still I find Hakiv's betrayal difficult to accept. He is Romulan. Treachery is his heritage, as it is mine, but to go through to such lengths, to destroy our world, it is too much to bear, even now. He told me the device would destroy Donatra, and I, like a fool, believed him. And now those pathetic refugees from the Republic have told the entire quadrant that I am responsible for the destruction of Romulus. They don't understand. We should be allies. We want the same thing. At least my people know the truth. Aranhu is a rock. I find it strange that Remans are now my only companions, but perhaps they understand loyalty more than any of us. I rely on upon him to help me continue my work. The Iconians can restore all that is lost. I know it. I just need to make them see that I am worthy. The Dark Masters have responded to my pleas for assistance with dread silence. My only recourse is to harness their technology for myself. When I can step through the gateway and meet them as an equal, I am confident that they will turn back time and make everything as it was before. I don't think so. The base in the Hobus system is lost to me, but their quarantine holds. Aranhu can use it as cover to collect the protomatter and bring it back to me. Seal is looking for me, so is the Republic. If only I could make them see I am our people's last hope. Unlock blast doors. So, that one. Ooh, no, not that one. That one? That one? Blast doors unlocked. Yay! Nope, I don't think they were unlocked. Or maybe they were, I don't know. Follow Taris. Hello.
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing
What are you
power.
running in there for? Look at that Riemann running away. What are you running toward? You're running toward a turret. That's neat. You're spazzing out. You're a commander, Aranhu. Oh, he's got doubles. Oh, I'm dead. I wasn't even watching my health. Save me, people. Save me. I feel so underpowered. I'm just not used to being this level anymore. I'm used to playing the game at in-game. I just am having like all the reputation equipment and everything. Whoa, my guy's just totally flipped in the air. The heck was all that about?
I have it. What?
That was interesting.
Traitors!
They're running into nothingness. Okay. Capture Taris. Yeah, at least we got a rare item. A phaser assault minigun. Taris. Hi. I'm here to seize you.
Personal shield losing power. Enemy
Ow.
combatants in close proximity.
I got her. I'm on fire, but I got her. Somebody heal me. Heal me. Heal. Heal. Thank you.
Enough. You have won. And in winning, you have doomed the Romulan people.
Taris, under the authority of Starfleet, you are under arrest for war crimes, committing an act of genocide and crimes against the galaxy.
They were not my crimes. I was betrayed by Hakeem, and now those crimes will never be undone. I hope you realize that in stopping me, you have doomed billions of Romulans to remain dead. Now you shall live with that guilt, as I have.
Even now, you deny the truth of your role in the destruction of your people. You are blinded by your own lust for power, and you killed those people as surely as if you had pulled the trigger yourself. Little ship, lock on to Taris and beam her directly to the brig.
Before we leave,
little
may
ship.
I suggest we look for evidence of the materials we discovered at Hobus? They will undoubtedly prove vital at Taris'
Yeah, okay, let's get them. Stop talking. Golly, all he is dialogue. He talks and talks and talks. Yep, that Calithium is from the same place that we know it's from, because we said that earlier in this same mission. We're repeating ourselves, people. We are highly repeating ourselves. Alright. Now let's do a thing. Overload gateway. Is that safe? Probably not. Nope, not safe. Beam up. You stay here, though, apparently. We'll beam up. Taris is in the brig, Captain, and all the evidence we found has been logged and secured. Now we just need to deliver it to her to a safe location. Set course out of the system. Fly to the edge of the system. 3, 2, 1. What? Cutscene, apparently. And it's a scimitar. Is it a friendly scimitar or a bad scimitar? Answer hail.
How nice to see you again.
Oh, Sela.
I feel like we are becoming old friends. I will admit that your previous attempts to thwart my plans have been irritating, but your actions today have more than made up for those petty annoyances. Taris still has her loyalists among my people. An open move against her would have been a distraction from my greater plans.
I don't work for you.
But you played the pawn perfectly. I could not have asked for a more obedient tool. Now, if you will transport Taris to my ship, we can avoid any unpleasantness.
Always a pleasure, Empress. I'm gonna keep it. Kind of quirky with her. I'm a quirky. I know what's going on for reals, but I'm like quirky, you know.
The Lisette informed us that you might need some assistance with the prisoner transport. Good thing we brought some back.
Rami Summers is quirky in that way. She knows what's going on. She's smart. She can smell her at. But she's gonna be like sarcastic and quirky. Like, all right, I'm at your pleasure, Sela. At your pleasure.
Taris is wanted by the Romulan Star Empire for high treason and war crimes against the Romulan people. The Empire is the legitimate government of the Romulan people, and I demand you turn this terrorist over for trial and punishment.
All right, you make an excellent point, but I'm afraid since we captured her, we must maintain custody. You are welcome to submit an extradition request to the office of the Federation President, or Taris' actions did not just impact Romulus and Romulan worlds. Her alleged crimes were against the entire quadrant. You will be welcome to attend and even testify at her trial, or perhaps we could establish an interplanet tribunal of those impacted by the Hobus supernova, but for now she will remain in Starfleet custody. Or turn her over for a sham trial and swift execution. Sorry, Sela, but the Federation has an ancient ideal we call due process. No, I'm going to go with this one. Yeah. Make it a quadrant-wide thing here.
You are a disappointment.
I am.
Nevertheless, you did remove Taris from the game, and for that I am grateful. Consider your decisions more carefully the next time we meet. I can be a powerful ally, or I can be your worst enemy.
And this is how Rami Summers would answer that. She would be, you are the epitome of generosity, Empress Sela. And that's that. Alright, we get to keep Taris, I guess.
Prisoner transfer successful. Taris is safely secured in the brig. We can take it from here. One more thing. We're detecting some unusual energy residue from the surface. Our databases identify it as Iconian.
Well, you're at Iconia, so obviously there's Iconian stuff there. Are you guys stupid? You don't know what planet you're at? Yeah, hello. You're at Iconia.
Do you have any idea where they went?
No.
Looks like we missed all the excitement, but I have been monitoring your progress. On behalf of the Romulan Republic, I would like to thank you and your crew for your assistance.
Sure, no problem.
I am confident that the Federation will provide more than adequate security for Taris until her trial can be arranged. You can transport Gaius back to the Lisette as soon as you are ready.
Yeah, here, have him. All he does is dialogue. We have completed our tasks here. Are you ready to set a new course? Absolutely, positively. It's just a bunch of dialogue. A lot of dialogue. Sometimes too much. Okay, well, that is that. Let's turn this in. We have much to consider, Captain. If the destruction of the Romulan homeworld was a deliberate act, not only was it a mass murder, but that one event has been a major cause of the destabilization of the Alpha Quadrant over the past 40 years, not to mention the light that it cast on the internal struggles of the Romulan people. This one horrible act set off a chain of reactions that could change the Alpha Quadrant forever. We must know who did this and why. The interrogation of Taris will no doubt lead to many truths, but I am troubled by these Remans. Why did they turn on Taris, and where did they go? Okay, so from this, I've already got a good shield, but this is a better shield. This is the rare version, and it's capacity times 2, so it's going to have a much higher capacity. This is going to help me survive against the Romulans.
Congratulations, Captain.
Captain ability rank 1. Now what that means is, let's first go back to Soul, is that we now have a new captain ability. It's either a space or a ground ability that we can add to our hotbar. So we got to be sure to do that. So let's see which one it is. If we go to captain ability, or captain, look here, at level 32, you get an ability, it's a space ability, called Abandoned Ship. So pretty much it's an abandoned ship ability, and we can add it to our hotbar. Not that I will use it, but we can add it there anyway, just to show you how you would do that. Hit P, go here, find a abandoned ship, which would be in the A's up here, very first thing, duh. And just drag it to your hotbar, and there you go, you've got abandoned ship. What does it do? It is a self-destruct with enhanced explosion for 5,000 kinetic damage in a 1 kilometer radius, plus standard warp core breach damage. However, you must be below a 25% hull to activate it. So if you're at 25% health or below, you can activate this self-destruct. Of course, it will destroy your ship, but basically in the process, it will do greater damage than if your ship exploded on its own. What that means is you can do greater damage to enemy ships that were around that explosion. I mean, sure, that's great, but at the same time it kills you, so keep that in mind. Alright. That was a fun mission, that was good. Sela, Taris, the whole gang. I mean, it's always fun dealing with Sela. I have enjoyed my switch to the dual cannons over 3 dual heavies. I'm still not doing as much damage as I want to, or I should be doing, and that is just really down to the fact that as I forward fire, those aft are doing nothing, so I need turrets in the back to add to my forward fire DPS. Also, these are very low phaser damage, each one of these, so if I had increased these to Mark 8, that would help me increase my phaser damage more. So there are things I can do to improve the damage I'm doing, but it costs a lot of energy credits to do so, and those turrets are really expensive. That's probably the first thing I'll do is put turrets back here. Let's go ahead and change the shield though. We're going to go from a 4430 shield to a 5464 shield, so much better shield capacity. My shield strength, as you can see, is 5,490. So when we put this on, it goes up to 6,772. So now we are a stronger ship. We our shield strength is stronger, so we should be able to last a little bit longer against the Romulans now. So that's nice. My resists are not very high, but that's because I have a low-level neutronium here. Higher resists would help as well, but that's all I can do for right now. I think the first thing I'm going to do is save up the energy credits enough to get some turrets back here to add to my forward DPS, because as an escort I will be firing forward most of the time. I'm not going to fire from the side or the rear. I turn fast enough that I am going to be able to forward fire, and I want as much forward fire power and damage as I can muster. So that means turrets. Anyway, that's the direction I will go, but I will see, how that goes off camera if we have enough energy credits. I'll check the exchange because, prices change all the time and stuff. New items are added or whatever, so I'll check that out, before the next video, before I record the next video, and just see if there's anything I can do there. Alright, in the next video is going to be a little bit different. We're actually going to get out of our Defiant and take a shuttlecraft into the vault. So stay tuned, because that is a 5-episode featured series that came out a long time ago, but is very fun and takes us to the end of the Romulan arc. It's a 5-mission arc, so don't miss that. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.